has made landfall in the Philippines and thousands of people have been evacuated as a result. Care Australia is an international humanitarian aid organisation, which has people on the ground to assist. And joining me live now is Care's Philippines Country Director, David Gazashvili. Thank you very much today. Can you give us a bit of an idea of what the conditions on the ground are like at the moment?
Sure. Hello, everyone. The Typhoon Mangkhut has passed the Cagayan region in northern Philippines and has slightly weakened and is now heading towards the Ilocos Norte on the west. According to the Philippine administration, Pagasa, the typhoon has now a maximum winds of 185 kilometers an hour, and it's downgraded from the previous 200 kilometers an hour. And gustiness is about 305 kilometers from the previous 300 weakened, but it still remains a threat. CARE has deployed assessment and release area since 2 days ago. They are currently in Tuguegarao city in Cagayan, and they report strong winds and rainfall throughout the night when the landfall had occurred. They are working to carry out assessments in the city, but also more importantly in the rural. The rural areas might be very different. Also some amounts of shelter repair items such as rope, duct tapes, etc., for immediate distribution to the affected population.
Now you have specialist relief teams there on the ground. Have you had to mobilise many of them yet?
Yes, we have mobilized our team, but also the team of our partners. We work very closely with our national partner organizations on the ground, as well as from the central area, from the Metro Manila area. We're also working closely with the United Nations and other international NGOs, as well as with the local government, who is taking charge of this, of the preparedness response. We know that many communities have been evacuated. There was a lot of preemptive evacuation in the area, in the northern part of the Philippines. But we have not heard of any significant damages or significant impact in the area. The storm through the area, so many areas are still not accessible. So we only can report at this stage from the bigger cities, from the Tuguegarao city.
And I guess it's hard to get an understanding, since you can't reach many of those regions that the storm has passed through yet, but have there been any reports of injuries or deaths as a result of this typhoon making landfall?
No, we have not heard any of those yet, either from our team or from the government agencies or news media. So obviously storm is still passing, but luckily it has downgraded a little bit. And luckily, we will not have any injuries or death due to the storm.
And Care Australia has previously responded to typhoons that have made landfall in the Philippines. You've provided aid and assistance over there for the last 4 years in a row. How has Typhoon Mangkhut compared to those over the last few years?
Yeah, obviously the Typhoon Haiyan that struck Philippines in 2013 was the largest typhoon ever recorded on, and that was the strongest typhoon. We provided support to the population with shelter and food and the livelihoods recovery. This typhoon doesn't seem to be as strong as that one, but it is still a very significant threat so far. We know that in addition to the impact on the people's life and health, the typhoons cause a lot of economic damage. So this one is expected to cause significant damage to the agriculture, to the crops, and in preparation for the typhoon, people were advised and farmers were advised to harvest their crops of rice and other crops, in order to make sure that as much the crops can save from the devastation.